Today, he's the world's most loved YouTuber. But once, he was kicked out of his own home. From nothing to millions of subscribers? From silver to diamond YouTube buttons, to even YouTube itself making a tribute for him. He planted millions of trees, built a chocolate empire, and fed entire cities of starving people. But behind all the smiles, lies a story few have heard. This is the true story, behind all the smiles, lies a story few have heard. This is the true story, behind the gem we call MrBeast.
He wasn't born in a mansion. He wasn't raised by a billionaire. He came into this world quietly. On May 7, 1998, in a small town called Wichita, Kansas. His name was Jimmy Donaldson. No one could have imagined the kid in that hospital room would one day become the face of generosity for the entire internet, but his road there would be anything but easy. He was still a child when his parents split, a life Jimmy wasn't really part of anymore. His father Steven eventually moved on, married again, had other kids, drove a decent car, and built a separate life. He stayed with his mother, Sue, tough, no-nonsense woman who raised Jimmy and his older brother CJ on her own. He was different. She worked as a school principal and tried her best to keep things in order. But Jimmy sat alone in his room with a laptop and a strange obsession. YouTube. While most kids played sports or made friends, he was just 13 when he uploaded his first video. It was grainy, awkward. He called himself MrBeast, 6'7" back then. No one watched, no one cared, but he kept uploading. He made over 100 videos before any of them passed 100 views. People at school mocked him. Some teachers even pulled him aside, worried he was wasting his time. But he wasn't. He was learning, failing forward. He studied the algorithm like it was his religion. He'd open 5 tabs at once, analyze every thumbnail, title, second of retention. While the world laughed, Jimmy was decoding it. At 18, he sat his mom down and told her the truth. He was quitting college. YouTube was all he wanted. She stared at him. No yelling. Just silence. Then she said the words that haunted him for years. If you walk out of this house, you don't come back. And just like that, he was gone. With one backpack and a dream, he crashed on a friend's couch. For months, that couch was his home. He edited on the kitchen floor, slept through hunger. He just stared at the ceiling, wondering if he was crazy. And some nights, he had no job, no money, no degree, just a YouTube channel that barely made $50 a month. He had a girlfriend once, someone who believed in him at first. But slowly, the obsession with analytics, uploads, deadlines, it broke them. One day, she left. She didn't even pack much. Just said, "I can't be second to a screen." That night, Jimmy cried. He rarely admits it, but that pain stayed with him longer than he expected. Still, he didn't stop. Couldn't stop. Then came the idea that would change everything. What if he counted, out loud, to 100,000? It sounded insane. Because it was, he filmed nonstop for over 40 hours. His voice cracked. His eyes blurred. His body gave out. But he kept going. And when he finally uploaded it, it went viral. The boy on the couch was finally seen. Sponsors came knocking. His first big deal, $10,000. He could have kept it, paid rent, bought a proper bed, but no, he gave it all to a homeless man in camera. That wasn't for clicks. That was who he was. That was the real birth of MrBeast, the guy who gave to get attention, so he could give even more. As his channel exploded, so did his dreams. He started tipping waitresses with cars, donating to struggling streamers, paying strangers rent. People began to ask, who is this kid? But behind every viral moment was still a boy who remembered being invisible. He built a team not with celebrities or suits but with the same friends who once let him sleep on their floors. Chris Chandler, Carl, not assistants, brothers. He created Beast Philanthropy, built wells in Africa, cured 1,000 blind people, fed entire communities. Not for fame, for purpose. He bought houses not for luxury but to give away. While others flaunted Lamborghinis, Jimmy drove a regular car. No Rolex, no chains, just a hoodie and a backpack. His first house? A simple one-story home with peeling paint and creaky floors.
One name, one story, one legacy that shaped the world. Welcome to Timeless Voices, where legendary lives come to life.
His new one, still humble, but surrounded by the people he loves. He built an entire neighborhood, one house for each teammate, each friend who never left. He tried dating again. Quietly, respectfully. There were rumors. One girl, Thea, seemed to calm his chaos, but Jimmy kept that part of his life close, because when the internet loves you, it also watches you, and he didn't want to break someone else's heart in public again. Years after their fallout, his mother visited a Beast shoot. She stood back as the cameras rolled, as her son coordinated a team of 50 people, as trucks rolled in with food and supplies for a new giveaway. Then she looked at him, with tears in her eyes. "You proved me wrong," she whispered. Jimmy didn't gloat. He just smiled and hugged her. Softly he said, "You made me strong, down to every last detail." Today MrBeast has over 250 million subscribers across channels. He's built Feastables' chocolate brand, now in major stores. MrBeast Burger launched across the globe. He recreated Squid Game, gave away private islands, survived being buried alive, and still, he says he feels like a kid making videos in a bedroom. He owns a few cars now. A Tesla, a custom black Jeep, nothing too flashy. He says they're just tools to get things done. No mansion, no yacht. He sleeps early, works late, eats like a college student, and wakes up with one question: how can I make something unforgettable today? Recently, he made one of his boldest moves. He refuses to He announced that any creator can use his content. No copyright strikes, because he remembers being 15, with no money, praying someone would help him. And now that he can help, he says, "I already won. Let others eat now." That's the heart of MrBeast. Not the views, not the billions, but the boy who never stopped dreaming, even when his stomach was empty. The boy who forgave the mother who kicked him out, who respected the father who moved on, who held on to friends like family, and gave away everything, just to give the world a little more hope. People ask him how he does it, how he never runs out of ideas. He laughs, says, "Because I'm still just that kid with a camera and something to prove." But truth is, he has nothing left to prove. He's already become the greatest content creator on earth. And still, he wakes up like he's just getting started.